going, guys? Bring you another fantasy video here for UCL Fantasy. Quarterfinals are gonna start right now. On Tuesday, Matchday 13, and I'm just gonna bring you guys here another video to help you, give you guys some tips. We had a pretty good Matchday 12. Here's rank-wise what we're looking at. Jump on the overall ranks, that's good. Somehow dropped on the Bayern League. We're gonna catch that up though. This Matchday, don't worry. We're gonna keep improving hopefully. That's rank-wise what we're looking like. Here, show the games, and I'll tell you my predicted score lines on those. Sporting and Arsenal, I think it's going to be obviously a harder game over there in Portugal. I think Arsenal might be like heavy favorites in the Emirates in England, but this one they might get scored on right in Portugal. Maybe Sporting find a goal. I don't know what we're looking like here. 1-1. Maybe Arsenal keep a clean sheet. Arsenal obviously very good defensively. Maybe a 1-0. Maybe 2-0. 2-1. We're gonna be floating around like score lines like that, right? Like there's a chance Arsenal keeps a clean sheet, and yeah, I find it hard for Sporting to win this game, but I could see Sporting scoring. Okay, Real Madrid Bayern, guys. I really like. I'm very confident Bayern Munich are heavy favorites. I do believe they're gonna win the whole tournament. They're just playing bully ball right now. Like I watched them play Freiburg yesterday with an alternative team, right? Missing like Kane and stuff, and they just when they want to take over the game, like they just do it. Like it's a different. They're like on a different shelf right now. I think it's crazy. I support Bayern. I watch most of their games, but it's besides that. I think if you watch like soccer, you watch their games. It's clear like they're like that trio: Elise, Luis, Diaz, Kane is different right now, dude. It's gonna be very hard to beat them. Yeah, I think they're favorites here against Real Madrid. They probably get scored on though. I'd look at like a 2-1 here, 3-1 for Bayern. Okay, Barcelona and Atletico. Barcelona obviously missing a key piece with Rafinha injured now, but I still think they got what it takes. If Rashford is playing, Rashford played for them last game in Rafinha's place, scored. They got decent backup options, right? Like it's at the end of the day, I think they're favorites here against Atletico. Just very good attacking team. Looking at like a 2-0, maybe like a 3-1. They get scored on by Atletico. That's my prediction. And then I think PSG here are favorites against Liverpool. Liverpool obviously struggled really bad just recently in the FA Cup. Not a team that I've ever fully, been confident on this season. I told you guys PSG to me were clear to win that round of 16 matchup. I was very confident in them. Regret not being more confident in them than I already was. Had guys like Kvara in my original team for match day 11. Should have kept them. Would have been even better rank-wise, but oh well, right? Happens. I do think they're favorites here. Looking at like a 3-1, 2-0 type of result. Similar predictions for these two games here, like you guys just saw. To go about making my team, making transfers here, I like to separate quarterfinals into matches, not into like leg 1, leg 2, right? Like I really want to target a lot of the Barcelona guys here playing in the Camp Nou. I also want to target a lot of the Barcelona guys playing in Allianz. I want to target a lot of the Arsenal guys playing in the Emirates. And obviously I want to target the PSG guys playing in Parc the Prince, however you pronounce it, okay? That's how I'm going to go about it, okay? Home teams, playing at home, the favorites. Not that you can't have pieces, like I'm going to have Kane and stuff playing in Bernabeu, but that's how I want to go about it, right? Yeah. So let me show you guys good names for the match day in my point of view, okay? Forwards, Mbappe, right? Goes unsaid, like, especially in the Bernabeu fixture. It's Mbappe. This guy scores regardless of the matchup. He's always a good option, right, guys? Kane, I mean, probably the best attacker in Europe right now. The guy that I'm most confident on. Probably going to be my captain for Tuesday, right? Bayern play on Tuesday. Probably going to be my captain Tuesday, okay? Rashford, like I said, I see him as a good replacement to Rafinha. Jokeris, good, but like I said, I prefer him and Saka in the Emirates, okay? Fixture. Diaz, I mean, I love Luis Diaz, dude. He's different, dude. He's a guy that likes to show up in these big games, too. I think he can start cooking here, dude, in these final stages of the competition, okay? Levy on a good sequence of games, scoring goals. Probably going to start now, right, with this really good sequence over Varane. He probably starts. He's been getting into his goal groove, dude. Does that mean you should fully trust him now? No, but he's a good option, right? Alternative option. Dembele obviously hasn't had that momentum that he had last season, especially towards the end stages of the competition. But he's a guy that can get cooking really quick, guys, right? Dembele usually likes to show up these big games, just kind of like Luis Diaz. I really like Dembele for this, especially this home fixture. Mids, Cavaro, we already talked enough about him. Really good. Vitinha, I believe, should still be on pens for PSG. Really like him. Went with him in the round of 16. Gave me some good scores. Can't complain, dude. Vinny, not my favorite, but he's okay. Trincão, for this fixture in Lisbon, I like him a lot. I think he's their best player. He's on corners. If they're going to score, which I think they can, more likely Trincão's going to be involved, right? Trincão. Fermin, love him. I mean, he's a guy that he's one of my favorite mids for any fantasy format that he's available for selection. He always seems to respect when I put him in my team, give me some points. I know he's one away from suspension, but realistically, if you guys think about it, all he has to do is avoid a yellow card for this game because they reset after quarters. So realistically, if he doesn't get carded for leg 1 right out of the quarters, it doesn't matter. If he gets carded for leg 2, he's like, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. Cards are going to reset. Olise, right back in the team after the suspension. You guys will see my transfer plans. Best mid in the game. Best mid in football, honestly, dude. Olise is different, dude. Martinelli, he's a good option. He's not my favorite long-term option, though. Like, I think him and Trossard are good for Arsenal. But I see, like, a guy like Saka is better for minutes long-term, more reliable to be in the lineup, you know. It's not that they're bad options, Martinelli and Trossard. They can get, like, a player of the match. But long-term, I'm more confident like in a guy like Saka to be playing, you know, getting minutes. Yamal, awesome, right? Fixture-proof, kind of like Kane. Doué, good option. The only thing with PSG is that we already talked about in these videos is, like, there seems to always be that one really good piece that just misses out on the starting 11 and it is like a bench, like a surprise bench. I think Doué should start, though. We'll see. I believe Barcola, is he injured? Because I didn't see him, like, you know, predicted to play or anything like that, or did he just lose his spot recently? I'm not too sure. You guys let me know, but I think Doué should get minutes here. Rice, good. I mean, delivered a man of the match for me last round. Very good stuff. Saka, we already talked about him. I definitely prefer him in Jockeys in the Emirates. Musiala, I think, should start both of these legs in the quarters. He's a guy that obviously coming back from injury, but don't be surprised if he steals the show, guys. Musiala is quality. We know this, okay? I definitely want to have him for that Allianz fixture. Nuno, awesome. Basically an attacker, just like Hakimi. Pacho, I don't mind. Like, I do think PSG can keep a clean sheet. My two favorite clean sheets for this, especially like leg 1, let's say, PSG and Arsenal. I definitely like to have pieces of those two for clean sheets. Barcelona could be a surprise clean sheet as well for leg 1. I wouldn't be surprised. Pacho's okay, not my favorite defender. Gabriel, obviously. Timber's looking like he's going to be back. Gabriel, I think he's going to be back. A lot of these Arsenal guys get pulled from like the Brazil camps and stuff, England camps. I think it's just a lot of fluff, dude, to preserve them for the Champions League. Like, realistically, that is just like another tag to like basically say, hey, these guys have played enough. I don't want them to get fucking injured. Like, let's put some fluff that they're supposedly like there's a knock and shit. Like, whatever. Like, I think they'll be fine for these fixtures. Koundé, again, yeah, like, he's back now. Good option. I prefer Cancelo. Cancelo has more of that Champions League pedigree in him. Like, I feel like he's more likely to be involved in goals. That's just my opinion. Saliba, good alternative option. Gabriel. Timber, again, like I said, should be back. Bayern defenders not my favorites, but it's not like I wouldn't be mad at you for picking them. Who knows? Like, it's hard to predict in these stages of the competition, right? Clean sheets and stuff. To save some money, I like Zabarny and Gerard Martin. Okay, Zabarny especially. Looks like he might start. I don't know if he's going to be him or Marquinhos. You guys let me know. But he's cheap if you want to save some money on defense. Like I said, PSG, I think, could keep a clean sheet. Calafiori looks like he might start in the left back position with King Capiep supposedly injured, right? Araujo is not my favorite name, but he's not bad. Okay. And then Garcia, guys, looks like a really good option on defense. He played as a CM last game for Barcelona. That's not the first time he plays there for Barcelona, okay? He's done that plenty of games in the past. I mean, playing as a CM, a guy that's classified as a defender, could be a nice little loophole there for your team, okay? And then goalkeepers, I really only trust Raya, I'll be honest with you. And like a guy like Safonov, I for this fixture in particular. But besides that, like Garcia, I guess is okay. I can live with picking Garcia. But then besides that, like Mamardashvili and Lunin are budget options that it's kind of like strategy based. Like if you literally just need a guy to put out there for that day, for Liverpool or Real Madrid, like okay, but don't expect a clean sheet. That's just my take on these. my transfer plans, guys, you can see on the screen here. In this one right here, it's very 50-50, but I think I'm definitely locked in with Saka. All right, I kind of already thought about it, and I think it's going to be Saka, and I'll show you guys why, okay? So this is basically what my team would look like for this match day, like I already talked about. Ignore Kvara here. It's going to be Saka, so just imagine Saka where Kvara is, okay? Just picture that. And this is what the team would look like, okay? Very good. I think it's like a 6-7 split. 6-7 split for, leg one, leg two. Good. Or day one, day two. Good stuff. Captaincy probably going to be on Kane day one, and then Yamal day two. I'm leaning towards Saka because it would give me coverage in Arsenal's attack, which, like I said, I prefer that in the Emirates, but I wouldn't mind it here in Lisbon. And also because my transfer plans for matchday 14 are to take Vitinha out, take Dembele out, and here comes in Gyökeres, here comes in Musiala. So Musiala in for Vitinha, Gyökeres in for Dembele. I would have, and then Saka would already be here. That means that out of the 3 transfers we get going into leg 2, I'm only using 2, which leaves me 1 free transfer to use on yellow card suspensions, injuries, or anything else that I would need a transfer on for reasonings that I would need a transfer on. Having a transfer in my back pocket to use at this stage of the competition without needing to take a hit can be very useful, okay, for those reasons that I just mentioned. So I do because if I go with Kvara, I would have to use a transfer to take Kvara out for Saka. I wouldn't have any spare transfers. But that's why I really want to go with Saka here. I go with Saka. Realistically, I just got to use a transfer to Dembele and Vitinha. In comes Gyökeres, in comes Musiala, and then I would have that free transfer to use on a yellow card suspension to deal with a guy like Yamal, deal with a guy like Fermin if needed. Okay? Or, yeah. Yamal or Fermin. They're yellow card suspension prone, so I could deal with that there. But, yeah. Okay, so that's team situation. Show you guys here how my team did for matchday 12. We did really good. 121 points. Very happy I left Kane in there. It was a toss-up between Ta and Kane. I thought to myself, I know Kane's not predicted to play, but he could come in and score a goal. Or maybe even be a surprise in the starting lineup. What do you know? There we go. Kane delivers. Very fucking happy with that, dude. And then the rest of the team, you guys can see, very good, dude. Very happy I stuck with these players, Very, very good stuff, okay? And then I'll show you guys my predict 6. I know a lot of you guys like me to show you that too. Is it here? Yeah, I believe it's here. Just really quick, go to predict 6. The longer I make these videos, the laggier this video gets. I don't want this shit to crash, so let's do this really quick, dude. Dude, I cooked, I think, on predict 6. You guys let me know if 80 points last match day's good. I think I cooked, though. Not gonna lie. Come on, dude. Okay. I'm just gonna scroll through these. You guys know the drill. Here we go. Bruh. Alright. Fermin, baby. I feel like he got... Dude, I love Fermin so much, guys. And that's that. If there's any questions that I didn't answer, guys, leave in the comments. Good luck, Matchday 13. Let's get it.